How are you guys doing? Today is Sunday, October 31st, 2021, out here in this quarantine. I'm James Sims, and for this episode of The Elite, I am going to do a special Halloween individual profile on Ansu Fati, also known as Ansumane Fati. The Elite Spanish forward turns 19 today, and my intention with this episode is, of course, to make people more aware of this player that very well could take over the world of soccer. And if you are unaware of how these developments have worked since Lionel Messi left Barcelona, they immediately gave Ansu Fati the number 10 that Messi had and only Ronaldinho had before him. And not to mention that Ansu Fati has been signed for the next 5 years, and he is widely considered one of Spain, not just Spain, but the world's most exciting young football talents. And the world is just ready to lay eyes on this player. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background in what he's already accomplished. Taking a look at this kid, he's originally from Guinea-Bissau, but he chose to represent the Spanish national team. He and his family moved to Sevilla when they were about 6, and he would eventually find himself playing on the Sevilla youth organization. He found himself at Barca playing there. He would eventually get signed to the Barca youth system in 2012 when he was 10 years old. He would eventually get called up to the actual Barcelona team in 2019, and in 2019, in his age 16 season, he would go on to make 11 starts in 24 matches that he would play for a Barcelona side that would finish second in all of La Liga. Taking a look at how Barcelona went on to finish out this season, and this was his very first season in the league, was the 2019-2020 season that was impacted by COVID to the extent that it delayed the end of the season. But even before then, people had already gotten to see what Ansu Fati was about. In the 24 La Liga matchups he played for a runner-up Barcelona team, he finished with 7 goals and an assist in the 24 La Liga matchups that he did happen to play in. He played 3 games in a Copa del Rey season that eventually saw Barcelona eventually lose in the quarterfinals. He would go on to put up 1 goal in his 5 Champions League games, which would eventually end with Barcelona getting knocked out of the quarterfinals this year by the eventual Champions League winners Bayern Munich out of Germany. But following the 2019-2020 season, he already established himself as one of the best talents in the world. And in 2020, he would eventually get called up to play for the Spanish national team this season. He was granted Spanish citizenship in 2019 in September, and then he would eventually, so he had to choose, he chose Spain over in Guinea-Bissau, and he would eventually get called up to the squad in August 20th, leading into his second season in the league. He would go on to play the first 2 games of Nations League. He became the youngest player to start in a Nations League matchup, breaking the record of Welsh player Ethan Apandu, who was 17. Ansu Fati did it when he was 17 years, 311 days old, so months away from his 18th birthday. And then this would lead into what would be his second season with Barcelona. In 2020-2021, in his age 17 season, Ansu Fati would eventually go on to start only 6 of the 7 games that he would play for Barcelona before he suffered a knee injury. This knee injury would be a meniscus tear, which actually put him out for 9 months going into the new season. But in his second season, in the 7 games he played, he finished with 4 goals. And of course, numbers like that tend to make a lot of fans, especially Barcelona fans, incredibly happy. But as 2020-2021 ended, Barcelona was running out of money to pay their cash cow, Lionel Messi. So Lionel Messi ended up leaving the team. He went to PSG, and Ansu Fati officially claimed the number 10. And this would lead into this current season that he's currently playing, which is age 18 season, in which he is turning 19 today. So far, he started 2 of the 4 games he's played for a Barcelona team that at this very moment is sitting 9th in La Liga. He has 2 goals in La Liga at this very, or I'm sorry. As we look at what he's done in La Liga this particular season, he has 2 goals in the 4 matchups he's played. And not to mention that for Barcelona in Champions League, he was also able to add what would be his 2nd career Champions League goal this season, or his 3rd career Champions League goal this season, as Barcelona is currently fighting amongst Bayern, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev for a spot in the knockout stages. Even though Bayern Munich has already clinched, Barcelona is still really kind of on that door. And that's where we are as Ansu Fati is turning 19 in his career that very well could, that even up until now, up until his age 19 season, is a very illustrious career. Ansu Fati was a member of the Spanish Cup winning Barcelona team, so he does have that trophy to his name. Not to mention that he has multiple appearances for the Spanish national team under his belt, and this isn't just like any random national team. He's playing regular minutes for Barca when he has the time, and of course claiming the number 10. A lot of expectations are going to be on Ansu Fati's shoulders. Even though I'm pretty sure a lot of people expect him to rise to that level, I definitely expect Ansu Fati to get so much better than he is right now. It'll be ridiculous. But with that said, I want to thank everyone for listening to all 7 minutes of this piece. The best thing about the younger players in this segment is that they have so much that like even my imagination can't even ponder. I have no idea as to how big these players are or could be. At the same time, they very well could just not live up to expectations, and they couldn't. But players like Ansu Fati are the reason why I keep coming back for more, and I can't wait to see what he makes of his career. I want to thank the Football Reference websites. I want to thank the FIFA websites giving me what I needed on Barcelona and the Spanish national team in order to do this episode. And of course, I want to thank everyone for listening to all 7.5 minutes of this piece. Like I've said 8 million times, if you haven't watched Ansu Fati before, he's wearing number 10 for Barcelona. It'll be a wild era to see what the Fati era of Barcelona becomes. But I can't wait to see it. That's one of the best things about soccer. Thanks for listening to this piece. I hope all is well, and once all of today's exhibitions are done, I will come back tomorrow on Monday, November 1st for another episode of The Elite. So until then, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out.